I'm Nancy Showalter, and you're listening to Spirituality for the Politically Incorrect podcast. Welcome, all radical paradigm shifters and creative change makers. You who dare to create a better life and a better world. Tap into the power that resides within you and use that power for constructive change. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode where we are talking about a kind of intelligence that doesn't get tested on any standardized exam. Yet, it's the most important intelligence you'll ever develop: spiritual intelligence. To sum it up in one statement, spiritual intelligence is your level of awareness of who you are, of the divine power that resides within you, and how to use that power for constructive change. This isn't about head knowledge. This is about soul power. And here's the hard truth. The world we're living in today, chaotic, distracted, shallow, is designed to keep you from developing this intelligence. Because once you do, you stop being easy to control. So, what is spiritual intelligence really? Let's define it clearly. Spiritual intelligence is not religion. It's not being nice. It's not about knowing every verse in the Bible or quoting every Eastern sage. It's the living, breathing awareness that you are a co-creator with God, and that your thoughts, emotions, choices, and prayers have real consequences, both in the energetic and physical world. It's waking up to the truth that you are not a victim. You're not stuck. You're not small. You're not powerless. You are a son or daughter of God. Spiritual intelligence means taking radical responsibility for every area of your life: your health, your finances, your relationships, your happiness, your purpose. It's not about blaming others or getting stuck in resentment over the past. You don't get to blame your parents, your ex, your boss, your genetics, or the government for the rest of your life. Yes, life can be hard. Yes, injustice exists. But the most dangerous lie is that we are powerless against it. There's a powerful near-death experience testimony floating around on YouTube. Maybe you've seen it. It's called, "I Saw How Prayer Actually Changes Reality." One moment in that video that was especially relevant to what we're talking about today is when the woman, Alice Carter, said she was told by the angel who was communicating with her, who she called Gabriel, showed her what she described as a kind of a DNA structure made of light. Gabriel explained that this structure was the pattern of all possible answers to any given prayer. He said prayer doesn't change God's mind, but it does change what's possible within the framework of free will and divine law when humans pray. Remember, we've been given free will in this dimension, and karma impacts divine law. Gabriel also said that people praying are not convincing God to act differently. Rather, they're participating in the process of creation itself. Alice said, "I watched as prayers actually altered these light structures, opening new possibilities and closing others. It was like watching a cosmic chess game where each prayer moved pieces in ways that affected countless other moves." Think about that. You pray for healing, and God may send you to be the one who brings comfort. You pray for peace, and you may be the one who's called to forgive. You pray for change, and you may be the one God uses to carry it out. That's what it means to be a co-creator. That's spiritual intelligence in action. It's about partnering with God to bring divine solutions into physical form through your own hands, heart, voice, and will. Now, let's be clear. Spiritual intelligence is not about running out and joining a protest just because everyone else is doing it. This is not about performative activism. It's not about getting loud for a cause that you barely understand because it makes you feel relevant. True spiritual action comes from deep discernment and understanding, not emotional reaction. It's guided by the inner voice of spirit, not the mob. It's about divine justice, not cancel culture, not virtue signaling. In fact, some of the loudest voices today are fighting for justice without the faintest clue of divine law or karma. That's not spiritual intelligence. That's spiritual immaturity with a megaphone. Spiritual intelligence is inner government. It's self-mastery. And when you govern yourself, you can more effectively help heal the world around you. So what do you do with this intelligence? You use it. You bless where you used to curse. You speak truth where you used to stay silent. You bring light where you used to project fear. You take up your spiritual tools, the violet flame, meditation, affirmations, decrees, prayer, and you go to work. And when you pray, don't stop at the prayer. Ask, what can I do to be part of the answer? That's spiritual adulthood. That's what the world needs now. Not more slogans, not more blame, not more noise, not more hate or violence, but spiritually intelligent people who are awake, aligned, and know how to constructively use the power of the divine within them. So I leave you with this question. Are you living like a spiritual adult? Or are you still finding excuses or blaming others? Because here's the deal. Spiritual intelligence isn't just a nice idea. It's your opportunity to serve and fulfill your reason for being by projecting light into dark situations, by sending healing energy to those who are in need, and by using the violet flame to transmute negativity. It's your key to personal freedom, and it's the only way we're going to shift this world from chaos to clarity, from breakdown to breakthrough. Remember, the power within you is greater than any power outside of you. Be part of the solution. I'll see you next week. Thank you for being with me today, and if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, download, and comment. I'd love to hear from you, and your support is much appreciated. And don't forget to go to theawakeningnow.com for free bonuses and information on my new book, You Were Born to Be a Christ, but You Were Taught You Are a Sinner. Awaken to who you really are. See you next week.